Hiya, it's me again. Um, Today I'm going to talk about how I feel about my appearance, and I hope I'm not alone in how I feel. I see quite a lot of posts and things to this effect about how, regardless of what anybody else says, if you have a deep seated kind of negative feeling about your appearance, it is really hard to shake that. For me, I have been worried, upset with, unhappy with my appearance for as long as I can remember. I'm coming to terms with it more now, but there are a lot of factors about myself that I didn't like and I focused on too much and have prevented me from doing things and seeking opportunities and just enjoying life in general. I think I've worried too much about what I look like to be able to enjoy life, especially getting my picture taken. I will always opt out of getting my picture taken. And I know you probably think that sounds mental because I'm vlogging, which is obviously showing my face, but for some reason this is less anxiety inducing than getting my picture taken. There are only two photographs of me that have ever been taken without a filter that I actually like. And in both of those situations, I was incredibly happy. Like, the height of happiness for me. One of them was when I literally just arrived at the zoo, and my favourite thing to do is to go to the zoo. And I was with my son, and I'm proper smiling in the picture, and it is just a good picture of me. The other picture of me that I like was taken by the same person, and it was on a trip with work, and again I was genuinely happy on that day. So I think my mood also affects how I look for some reason, or maybe it affects how I perceive I look. Maybe I look the same to everyone else all the time, but in my mind I only look good when I'm happy. And I'd just like to say as well, this is so not me fishing for compliments, because no matter how many people compliment you, literally it could be hundreds of people complimenting you, and it still doesn't hit home if you don't believe it. So I used to work in a nightclub, and I worked there for about 2 years, and obviously being a young female working in a nightclub, you get men hitting on you all the time, compliments all the time off of men and women, and they really boost you up. They say they love your outfit, they love your hair, even though you do the same outfit and hair every night, every Friday and Saturday for however long you work there. No matter how many times people will pull you over and be like, oh my god, I love your look, I love your hair, I love this, blah blah blah. If you don't feel it yourself, it doesn't permeate through your outer layer, or you think, oh, it's just because I've got makeup on, or because I've got revealing clothes on, or because my hair turned out alright today. And it never really permeates. And if anyone else feels that way, and you know it's irrational but you still feel that way, let me know. Let me know I'm not alone. And I will always, especially with my friends, I will always try to voice them up. I will tell them if they look amazing, and I'll tell them what I like about how they look. But sometimes I worry that even though I'm saying these things, if they feel unhappy about the way they look, it doesn't hit home. And yeah, so there are a few sort of things that I'm not sure about that may or may not have helped with how I look, or how I feel about how I look. So having filters on Snapchat and Instagram, on the plus side, it means I am more likely to take a photo because there's an option to put a filter on it. We had a training session at work a few months ago now, a big group of people for a training session, and the person leading the group said we have to take a picture to put on a board or whatever, and everyone went, oh no, I don't want to take a picture, I've not done my makeup or whatever. In my personal circumstances, I think I'd already cried that day, so I was thinking absolutely no sorry, no picture for me. And then they said, you can do it with a filter if you want. And I was like, yeah, obviously, perfect. So I had a little filter of me with like bunny ears on or something, and it looked cute, and I was happy with it. So that is good, because obviously if it encourages you to like photos of yourself, then that's good. But also it's bad, because then when there's a picture taken of you without a filter on, or you see yourself in the mirror or whatever, and you realise you don't look quite as good as you did, I think that can sometimes make it worse. So I do Snapchat a lot and I do use filters, but I try to remind myself that that is not my real face, which is sad. But yeah, I'd like to say as well, like obviously I wear makeup like almost every day, and even if it's just a little bit, I always have something on. And sometimes you get called out a bit for that. But if you feel like you need to wear makeup every day to make yourself confident enough to leave your house, that is okay. I have worn eyeliner pretty much every day since I was about 13 years old. So A, that means I spent a lot of money on eyeliner, but B, it means I've been able to leave the house. So it is a good thing. I had makeup on when I gave birth to my son, and that helped me being okay with the photographs that were taken after you give birth, because obviously there's always the picture of you holding the baby after you've had the baby, and I feel like if I didn't have eyeliner on in that photo, I would hate that photo even more. I already hate it because I feel like I look awful anyway, but I think I wouldn't even be comfortable having it like on my social medias, etc., if I didn't have eyeliner on that day. What I'd also like to say is, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I feel like my face does not fit what is the current standard of beauty. So like the Instagram brows, not much eye makeup, and like either lip fillers or like lip liner to draw on and make your lips look bigger. I've tried that style of makeup and of doing my face, and I feel like it just does not fit with me or my personality. And sometimes feeling like I don't meet the modern beauty standards makes it even worse, because I feel like when I was like in school and that, my sort of face and the way I did my makeup was pretty similar to everyone else my age, whereas now I feel like there is a completely new standard on the ability to do makeup and which parts of your face you're supposed to accentuate more. So yeah, I don't know if that's just a long way of saying why don't people wear eyeliner all the time now. So I don't know. I hope this video helps someone. I hope there are, well, I mean, I don't hope that you are insecure, but I hope there are some people that can relate to the way I feel. There are loads of factors in my appearance that make me anxious. I had acne for a long time. I still do. I've got a spot that's come up today that is irritating me, and I've tried to put concealer on it to cover it up for when I was out and about, but it's still bothering me. And with the acne as well, I worry that I always look younger than I am, because acne is associated with being young. But I'm 24 now and I still have acne just as bad as I did when I was 16. Like it comes in ebbs and flows, but it's not gone now that I'm an adult. And that can make you feel insecure as well. Another thing for me in making me feel insecure for a long time was that my hair just would not grow past a certain length. I cut my hair like after I'd had my son, which is quite a normal thing to do. I think lots of people fall into the trap of getting like a sort of mum haircut. So I did that and I instantly hated it. I changed the colour a bit to see if I'd like it more, but I didn't. And my hair always used to sort of sit at my shoulders at the longest. And until this year, when I've like really focused on growing it, which maybe I'll talk about in a different video on how I've managed to grow my hair. But until it's reached this kind of length, which is more what I want, I always hated my hair. I hated it, whatever style it was in, whatever colour it was in. I just felt like it was not good enough compared to everybody else's hair, and it did not suit me. But yeah, I guess the main thing I want to say in this video is that the amount I worry about my appearance is irrational. No one else cares, no one gives a damn about how I look to this extent. Someone might comment on my appearance from time to time, but nobody really cares. Nobody lies awake thinking about what I look like, or about the spot on my forehead, or whatever. And I think that sometimes men and women who struggle with their appearance need to kind of remind themselves that it is irrational and it doesn't matter, and there are bigger things. And even me sat here talking about this now is me trying to convince myself that it is not as important as I think. I shouldn't let it affect any life events. I shouldn't let it affect me. I shouldn't worry if I need to run to the shop. I shouldn't worry that I need to put on eyeliner or do my hair or whatever. But yeah, and the whole appearance and body positivity thing has improved as I've gotten older, but it is still sort of one of my fundamental flaws is that I care too much about what I look like. Not in a vain way, because I hate how I look, but I think I let it take up too much of the space in my brain, which is already limited. So yeah, if you feel the same, or if you think I'm crazy or whatever, let me know. Hope you enjoyed this video.